Good morning, day 97. Well, I'm having trouble with my video editor again. It's not exactly the way I like to start my day. It's delayed me a half an hour this morning trying to getting out of camp. One of the things I have the least tolerance for is tech issues, and it's kind of ironic that I'm out here doing all of this techie stuff. And I have a big day ahead with the nasty rocks, so I really can't be wasting time with this. And that's really the big problem, is I just only have so much bandwidth available for me to deal with this stuff. I'm so exhausted when I get to towns. I don't want to be fiddling around with this. I just want to get the videos uploaded and be done with it. And it's near impossible to do it in the field. So, okay, that's over. Rant's over. We're moving on. We got to focus on the task at hand today. Rocks. It's much cooler today, but more humid. I can feel the humidity in the air, but it's definitely cooler. There's a nice, very slight breeze blowing. And I just looked at my map, and now I can safely say Rocksylvania begins in 2 miles. Hold on to your hats, folks. It's gonna be a bumpy ride. Route 501 yet, and the rocks have started. Either they start here, or this is a little warm-up test to get me ready for the real deal. In any event, there are rocks. Lots and lots of rocks. Okay, this is 501. Let the games begin.
We gotta get there. That's right.
You're too tall. How about if I go up here?
I can't bend now.
Hey, this is Oz. I am at the 501 shelter and ran into Oz again.
Yeah.
Haven't seen him since Waynesboro, Virginia. He just told me he went to trail days for 4 days. That's why I caught him. And he did an 18-hour day yesterday, not 18 miles. How many miles did you get in those 18 hours?
45.
You did 45 miles?
2.25 miles per hour.
2.25 miles per hour. Wow. No breaks?
McDonald's.
That'll do it. All right. We probably won't see him again. Sounds
Yes,
like
you
he's
will.
pushing big miles these
No,
days.
not pushing big miles. Just dawn to dusk hiking. That's all it is. Dawn to dusk.
I did
Anyways.
14 hours a couple days ago.
That's awesome.
And I only got 22 miles in.
Well, it depends on the terrain, right?
Yeah.
Hour into terrain.
I was tired.
But like I said to everybody, the trail, we're almost done.
I know.
Because we got
Congratulations
1,200
on
today
halfway.
and 4 miles. And then we got the sign at a sign at about 400 miles for the 500 miles to Katahdin. It's so exciting. We're almost done.
500
Everybody's gonna
miles
start
to
crying like a
Katahdin?
baby now.
That's a long ways from here, 500 miles to Katahdin.
Nah, it's less than 30 days.
Oh, God. That's sad. I don't want to be over in 30 days.
Yeah, I gotta get back home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, we'll see you. Bye, Oz.
See you later,
The
eh?
outdoor shower. Here we go. Here's the shower. Nice. Hey, if you're on film.
Oh, you're good. Don't worry. We'll eat burger ball. We have sushi.
Hi. Wow, look at this palace. Wow. Hi. Oh, you're the caretaker. Nice to meet you.
How you doing?
It's nice to know there's a caretaker here. It's very nice.
Thank you guys. Be well. Good luck on the trip.
Well, I wasn't even gonna go to this shelter. I felt like it was just gonna suck more time out of my day, and I needed every bit of every minute to get my mileage in today, but it was so worth it. I saw Lawsuit and Cookie Monster and Lexicon, met Ripper and Lighthouse. There were some others there. Got rid of trash, which was really stinking, so I'm happy about that. That made the whole side trip worth it, honestly. Filled up on water out of a spigot so I didn't have to filter, and whatever. If it set me back, it set me back. Actually, still only about a half hour behind my so-called schedule right now, and that includes taking a little break at 8 o'clock, so I think that's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be okay today. I'm going to be just out of reach of Port Clinton tonight, which is a bit of a bummer, but I'll go through in the morning. I also was able to charge up my phone and battery pack a little bit while I was there, which was helpful because this is a little bit of a longer stretch. So, yeah, we're back on trail now, I think. And we're gonna get rolling. Okay, I'll see you on the rocks. All right, these are just little rocks, but annoying. They like to catch on the toe of your sneaker as you're swinging your foot around and forward, and it's just enough where you can't get a smooth stride. And then the hiking poles just complicate things even more. Boy, oh boy, I hope that this is not like I don't know what I'm looking for. I hope this isn't the baseline and things get worse from here, because just this alone is annoying. Interesting piece of information. I guess I'm hiking in a little bit of a bubble. A couple people have mentioned it now, and even though I haven't really noticed it or felt it, a couple people have said that, and all of the people that I met yesterday at the Trail Magic and just saw at this shelter all went to trail days. So I think that's where everybody's coming from. I think what I notice more than anything is when it becomes the weekend. Today is a Saturday, and I'm seeing lots of day hikers. Here comes some more behind me. It reminds me that at 5 o'clock this morning, a runner ran by my camp with his headlamp on, and that gave me a startle. official. Less than 1,000 miles to go. It's 990 something, 96, 92, somewhere around there. 1,200 miles hiked. Just finished up lunch with the gang that I have been kind of traveling around since the Trail Magic yesterday. They're all ahead of me now, and we were gonna go swimming in that swimming hole, but all the young locals were there, and I think we kind of felt a little uncomfortable, so everyone's pushing on. So far it really hasn't been that bad going. It's just a slow moving day with all of these little stops. At 12:30 I've only gone about 8.5 miles, which is definitely way less than what I usually like to be at this point. So once again, I don't know what I'll be doing this afternoon. Just gonna keep moving along, and as we get later into the afternoon, I'll start making some calls and decisions and looking at potential places to camp. And we're just gonna go from there. But for now, we're gonna just enjoy the open trail right now. There are minimal rocks, and I can do a little more of some cruisy walking right now, so we're gonna take advantage of that. I'm happy to report that I've gone about 3 solid miles now without much of any kind of rocks. So we're gonna take that and run with it. It's afternoon now, late afternoon. It's about 3:30, and I've got about 2.5 miles to the last shelter I'll come to before the end of the day. There's water there, so I'm gonna have dinner there. Might be a little bit early for dinner, maybe 4:30 is when I'm gonna get there. And then there's questionable water from there all the way into the next town of Port Clinton, where I know I can get water. But I haven't really figured that part out yet. I know I want to go a little bit further, but I do hear thunder rumbling off in the distance, and the fact that there isn't water, I don't know what I want to do about that yet. That means I either have to carry it for several miles, 2, 3 miles, maybe 4, or take a chance that this one water source is producing something, because far out isn't updated. And if I don't have water, then I don't have breakfast tomorrow, but I should be in town probably by midday. So we're just gonna take it, play it by ear, take it as it comes, see what happens. And then I guess there's a small possibility that I might stay at this shelter, because the whole gang that I've been running with the last couple days is around me and they're staying there. So we'll see. The trail has been going in and out of rocky sections all afternoon, so I'm very grateful for the moments that we have a break from them. You do kind of get a nice rhythm going, and then wham, you're stomping through rocks again, doing this little dance. But I still think it's better than just constant rocks. So I'm gonna keep looking at it that way as a positive thing. Don't really know where this energy is coming from, but I got to the junction for the Eagle's Nest shelter, Eagle something, and I saw that the sign said 0.3 to the shelter. And I was like, oh, okay, I'll do it. It's not a big deal, I'll do it. And I started walking down and I'm like, wait a minute, the water is 0.2 further. I'm like, no, I'm not doing an extra mile just to have dinner here and get some water. So I've decided to push on for 2 or 3 more miles. I'm not entirely sure where I'm going to find water, if I'm going to find water. I've got half a liter to get me through tonight, and then tomorrow, if I camp where I'm hoping to, it's going to be like under 5 miles into Port Clinton. So, probably running on fumes right now, but shockingly, my knee has been behaving today. So my only complaint body-wise today is that my feet are pretty sore from all of the rocks. They continue to be come and go. But this section also has a slight downgrade, and I do better on downhills. So I'm just going to ride this wave and see where it takes me, see where I can get. Every now and then I hear rumblings in the sky, but it looks clearer now than it did an hour or so ago. So I'm not really sure if I'm going to get rained on or not. Things could get really traumatic, but I think I'm going to be okay. I think I can do this. So stay tuned. Well, you win some, you lose some. I struck out on water tonight. So I've got my reserve water, but no coffee in the morning. And I'm going to try and go about 2.6 more miles tonight. It's 6 o'clock right now. And that will put me in to about 3.6 to town tomorrow. There is thunder rumbling. And since I don't need water to cook tonight, I guess I can really just set up anywhere, anytime I see a good spot, if the rain actually does start to hit. But we're gonna keep going, see how far we can get. And yeah, not too worried about it still. Everything's gonna be just fine. It's really dark. I think it might rain. I'm here safely tucked away in my tent. I have 4 miles into Port Clinton tomorrow. Looks like my plan is that I'm just gonna grab water at the house that allows hikers to use their hose, and I'm just gonna walk through town and back onto the trail, and the first place I get that I see, I'm gonna pull over and make coffee and breakfast. So I'm just walking right through Port Clinton, not doing anything else, not going into Hamburg. I'm on track to get to the hostel in about a day and a half. We'll see you tomorrow. Good night, everyone.